Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
All right, hello and welcome to Entertainment Hour, formerly known as Movie Hour. We have now called it Entertainment Hour due to the fact that we are now going to be talking about TV shows on here too. So I'm back, the host, Dragon Viper, and we have my co-host here, Big B. How are you today?
Hey, doing good. Today's 9/11. We all know what happened 20 years ago, but I also want to shout out quick, say happy birthday to my sister Crystal and my little cousin Gabe. Gabe, who just turned 21, so I know his day's going to be filled with fun times.
Oh, yeah. I remember that day when I turned 21.
Woohoo!
Yeah. And then we have co-host Chris P. Bacon. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Glad to be here and hope everybody enjoys the show today.
All right. And this is presented by Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. So I do want to thank everybody for watching. We're going to be going off of movies first off. So, and we're going to be talking about an actor and actress. The first thing we're going to talk about is the actor, Vince Vaughn. We're going to talk about his movies. Vince Vaughn had some pretty good movies out there. I mean, I've seen plenty of his movies. I thought he was one of the greatest actors out there. But I'm going to go with Big B first. What are your top 3 movies from him that you did like?
Well, being that Vince Vaughn's from Minnesota, I wish I could call him a close, good friend of mine, but never really crossed paths, in this lovely state we live in. Like you said, Viper, he's had a lot of great movies. I mean, I liked him in Rudy. I liked him in Wedding Crashers. I liked him in Old School. I think those are probably my top 3 that I can name offhand. I think he was in there was like a baby one where he was like fathers of all these kids. Delivery Man or something, I think it was called.
Yeah, I believe so. I've seen that movie once.
I mean, like you said, he's been in tons of movies. I mean, more than we can probably name, but I think those 3, Rudy, Wedding Crashers, Old School, probably my top 3.
Okay, well, that's a good top 3.
Yeah.
How about you, Crispy Bacon?
No, I mean, that is true. He had a lot of good movies. It was kind of hard to pick between, 3 of them. I did have Rudy up there on my list, too. Another one is Dodgeball.
Oh,
he was in.
Yep.
And Anchorman, which I did not know about those 2, but those would probably be my top 3. And he had a lot of good ones. It was kind of hard to choose which 3.
Okay, yeah, that's a good list too, and I agree. And it's like what I said, it was difficult to choose, 3. I actually chose 4. But
I thought about doing that.
I mean, all right. Well, first, Big B, do you have an honorable mention?
Oh, I mean, anything. Dodgeball, Anchorman. Like I said, I think it was Delivery Man or something like that. I know there's one I'm forgetting that I just saw too. I'll have to pull up his list. Once I see the name, I'll remember it. But you can't go wrong, Vince Vaughn. I mean, funny actor, kind of can play serious too, but I think he's better doing the funny stuff. But
yeah,
I mean, you, Chris?
Yeah, he can also do, I guess, the dramatic roles too, like he did in Rudy. But I would have to say, I have to think of one. I was doing Zoolander. He was in that one.
Yeah, that's good because I don't remember him. I've seen that movie before and I don't remember, but But all right, so we'll go on to my top I guess 4. Wedding Crashers is up there, Dodgeball, The Breakup,
That
and
was one.
Four Christmases. Now I'm gonna say this, Four Christmases is up there only because he did an amazing job in that movie. He got beat up by I believe it was his brother, and he made it look funny.
Right.
But no, just amazing movies all the way around. And now my question, Crispy Bacon,
Yeah.
what top 3 did not like him in?
My bottom top 3 would have to be, I guess, the spin-off to Anchorman. It's Wake Up Ron Burgundy. Psycho. I'm not big on scary movies. And Fred Claus.
Oh yeah, that Fred Claus. How about you, Big B?
Yeah, I'm just looking. I tried to watch the internship. I couldn't really get through it. Maybe just because of the mood I was in. I don't know. Anchorman 2. The Legend Continues. I didn't really care for the Anchorman series spinoff, whatever. That's actually probably it because I've enjoyed most of his movies. I mean, even the ones that he was a cameo in, like Fighting with My Family, he had a cameo.
I hear that's a good movie.
He was in there quite a bit, but I mean, he wasn't the star role in that, so I enjoyed that one. But those two, Fred Claus, I would throw out there probably as a third one. Didn't really watch it, so.
Yeah, I totally agree with Fred Claus. That was one of my 3 that I didn't like from him. I mean, it was kind of boring of a movie. Fighting with My Family, I liked that movie. Only because, being a wrestling fan and all, and I really like that movie. But with Vince Vaughn in it, I don't know. I didn't think that was a good movie for him to be in. And then Couples Retreat. I didn't really care for that movie, let alone cared for, Vince in there.
You really didn't like Couples Retreat, huh?
No, I really didn't.
Okay. I put it outside my top 5, but I can see why some people didn't care for it. I mean,
yeah, I don't know. It was just something about me irritated, or something about that movie irritated me. So, but so I mean, those are my top 3 dislikes. Other than that, you guys mentioned Rudy, and I can't. I mean, he was okay in that movie, but I don't see him in a serious role. It's all about him in comedy, and I mean, that's all I see him in is comedy. Anything serious, I can't. I mean,
no, I get it. I mean, I see him in a lot of comedies too, but I mean, I think he's one actor that outside of Rudy, if he did another serious role that I thought was entertaining, I would watch it, and judge from there. But yeah, I mean, he's one of those guys. If it's a comedy movie, I'm in.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. All right, and then we're gonna be talking about Neve Campbell. She, I like her, but there's just some movies that it was on the fence. Some movies I liked from her, some movies I didn't. I mean, it's not like Vince Vaughn where it was hard to choose, what I liked and what I didn't like. This one was actually pretty easy to choose. So, I'm gonna go to Crispy Bacon. What top 3 did you like?
I like the Wild Things. Let's see.
Wow.
Closing the Ring, and I'm not sure. It's kind of Skyscraper.
Okay, all right, good list. How about you, Big B?
You know, it's tough because not really a big Nev Campbell fan. You know, I don't know if it's their acting or the movies I've seen her in, just, you know, kind of turned me off, I guess, a little bit. But I mean, Wild Things I've seen, I thought was pretty good. Scream 1, and I'll even throw out Scream 2. Were probably pretty good ones. After that, Scream 3, 4, 5, 7, 12. I don't know how many they, you know.
Scream 100.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, to me, you know, Nev Campbell, not one of my favorite actresses. I've seen a few, but if anything, Scream 1, 2, and Wild Things probably my top 3 movies.
Good list there. Yeah, I couldn't even do a top 4. But my top 3 would happen to be Scream 1, Scream 2, and believe it or not, I actually did like the movie The Craft. I watched it. I actually watched it when I was a teenager, and but then that's when I first watched it, and I didn't understand half of it. But then, going through life like I had, I understand it more. So, but yeah, The Craft, Scream 1 and Scream 2, and I agree with you on that, Big B. I mean, 3 and 4, they should have just stopped after 2.
Should have stopped after 1. Really.
Yeah.
Actually, I have to admit, 2 was my favorite out of all the Scream movies. So if they had stopped after 2, that would have been amazing, because, it just started getting redundant over and over and over. And yeah, so, but those are my, top 3 that I like. Big B, what are 3 that you don't like? I mean, I know you mentioned Scream 3 and 4, but
like I said, outside of Scream 3 and 4, because I did see them. Haven't really. I mean, I'm looking through her list. I haven't really seen any of her other movies because, like I said, she's not an actor I tend to go out of my way for. So, I mean, Scream 3, 4, and the rest of her. And there's a Scream coming up in 2020, which I probably won't like, but I'll probably watch it to see how they do it. But
see if they top that.
yeah, exactly.
How about you, Crispy Bacon?
I'd have to agree. Scream 3 and 4. I mean, yeah, they should have stopped there with 2. I think that's how most movies should be, unless it's like a really good trilogy series. But we're gonna go with Partition. I think that's what it's called. So those would have to be my top 3, or bottom 3, I should say.
Right. Again, I agree. 3 and 4, absolutely not. I am kind of wondering about the new Scream movie coming out. I agree. I am gonna watch it just to see what it's about. I mean, obviously I know what it's about, but I mean,
how they do it.
Yeah, how it's done. And then my third would happen to be Wild Things. Because quite frankly, Nev Campbell in that kind of role, I just don't see. I mean, it's just really awkward seeing her in that kind of role on that movie. So, not too happy with that movie. And actually, she's the reason why I even watched that movie to begin with. So, but all right, I'm gonna go the top 10 random Vince Vaughn movies.
Okay.
Top 10 or number 10 is Into the Wild. Number 9 was Thumbsucker. Big B, you're right. That name of the movie was Delivery Man. Okay. That was number 8. Number 7 was Dodgeball. Number 6 was Anchorman 1. Number 5 was The Breakup. Number 4 was Return to Paradise. Number 3 was Wedding Crashers. Number 2 was Old School. And number 1 was Four Christmases. So, I mean, do agree with the list.
You can't argue. I mean, he has had so many stellar movies that, I mean, you know, they could have won anyway. I mean, there's a couple on there didn't hear of, but, you know, what do you do?
Right, yeah.
You know, that's one thing with list is somebody, I mean, I can make up a list. Viper, you can make a list. Chris, it'd be different, you know.
Oh, yeah.
We may
Everybody's
have the
got their
same
own
movies.
opinions. So,
We may have the same movies,
yeah,
but
in different order.
different order, yeah.
Well, I pulled up Vince Vaughn's movie database for a little trivia, see what he's turned down. So, just looking at it, like I said, he's from Minnesota. We all know that. Vince Vaughn's dad in the movie Swingers was the guy that was betting $100 at the table. If you guys remember that, that was Vince Vaughn's dad. This band was banned from Williamton, North Carolina bars. Okay.
Wow.
I'm not going to go into it because he's a Chicago Blackhawks fan. Let's see here. See, I'm just seeing if he attended or if he's turned down any major roles that he went up for here. So he's also a Chicago Cubs fan, which I knew that, you know, because, you know, Twins aren't the greatest team, but neither are the Cubs. So.
And I'm sorry to cut you off, Big B, but we
ahead.
do have a comment from Adam Barber. He said, just got here. Who are we talking about?
Goldberg.
No, we're not talking about Goldberg. No, we're talking about we've been talking
Vince
about Vince Vaughn and then Nev Campbell as well. So
yeah.
Currently we're talking about.
Just found out or looking at this. This is something I didn't know. He was considered for the role of Chandler on Friends.
Oh wow!
Oh, have you guys seen Friends? Or
I love.
How do you think Vince Vaughn would have done in that?
Huh?
How do you think Vince Vaughn would have done in that?
I don't know.
Me and Chris did a recasting last week or last time we were on because of football season. You know, seeing that, I think it'd be kind of interesting Vince Vaughn there, but I don't think it would have been the same.
It wouldn't have been the same. It still would have been funny because it is Vince Vaughn. No, hands down. But it would have been a little different because they're both funny. Matthew Perry and Vince Vaughn are funny, but they have their own ways of being funny.
Yeah. So also his favorite movie or films are One Flew Over the Cuckoo Nest, a story about Randy Cox's sport takes. I heard. Haven't seen it. No, I'm just messing with you, Randy.
I was like, what?
Miracles? Medical? I don't know. Bad News Bears from 1976. Tears of a Deer Man, Urban Cowboy, 5 Easy Pieces, and Paper Moon. Pretty much he likes the 70s, it looks like.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
So, haven't really seen any movies like, you know, you normally see somebody, turn down for this role, turn down that role. Haven't really seen anything that he's wishes he would have taken or, you know.
Or that he just turned down.
Vince Vaughn is 6'5".
Yeah.
Do you guys really believe he's that tall? Wow.
Yeah, he is tall.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes they fib about their height depending on.
No,
they're not
say right here. I mean, you know,
they're not
would lie.
They're not lying. He is tall. Why do you think in Wayne Crashers he towered over a lot of those females? Because he is a tall guy.
He's a librarian or libertarian. I'm sorry, libertarian.
Yeah, he is.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. That would have been funny if it was a librarian. And he resides in Chicago now. So anybody in Chicago, you see Vince Vaughn, say hi from Minnesota, I guess. So that's everything I got on Vince Vaughn. I mean, like I said, the biggest thing is that he was up for the role of Chandler on Friends. Outside of that, nothing really.
I actually don't see him passing hardly any roles, only because, especially the comedian ones, you know, comedy roles. And then we have a comment here from Adam saying his Vince Vaughn movies are 1, Wedding Crashers, 2, Dodge Ball. I think that's what he was meaning. 3, Couple Retreat, 4, Breakup, and 5 Internship, and an underrated movie is Domestic Disturbance. I've never heard of that movie actually. Domestic Disturbance.
I think I have. Adam's got a great list there. I mean,
He does.
like I said, outside of Internship, I haven't really made it through. Maybe I'll have to watch it one of these days. Because maybe I'm missing something that everybody else is seeing. But I mean, Dodgeball, Wedding Crashes, and to me, Couples Retreat. Can't argue. I mean, I put Rudy up there. I know he wasn't the main character in that, but I thought it was a good movie. Thought he did his acting well.
Right, and and I'm gonna say this: the more movies that comes out with him in it, the more I'm gonna watch.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and I'm gonna say this too: Owen Wilson drives me crazy, but he does amazing with Vince Vaughn. I mean, Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson, great duo in all these movies. So
sometimes you get those guys that work together. Solo, they might not do so hot, but like Chris Farley and David Spade. Great combo. David Spade, not the best guy on his own. Chris Farley was hilarious. Anybody that talks bad about Chris Farley, I want to slap.
No, he was amazing.
But together, those two were phenomenal together. They had some big. We may need to talk about it down the road here, but Chris Farley, David Spade, phenomenal together. Spade by himself. I mean, he's latched on to Adam Sandler a little bit, so that's kind of kept him in the loop. But if he's done something by himself, there's a movie that he did after Chris Farley passed away, and I can't remember it. I've seen it. Thought it stunk. I'll have to look it up. But anyways, so
yeah, we have another comment from Adam. Says Domestic Disturbance. You see Vince's dark side. He is a heel in that movie, a bad guy. So that'd be interesting to see. I can't see him doing something like that, but I'll have to watch that and see how that.
I do recall seeing like clips of it, and he's a little darker on that side. So
I'll have to definitely watch that and see, because I never even heard of it, let alone knew that. So. But anyways, anything else about Vince Vaughn before we move on to Nev Campbell?
No. Can we pass on Nev?
No.
All right.
But we won't be talking much more about her. So
well, I got some trivia I found for her, so there's some insight to Nev. So go ahead and give us her boring top 10. I mean, her top 10 movies.
Top 10 random. Number 10, Walter. Number 9, The Craft. Number 8, Scream 4, which I don't even know how it made it to the top 10 because that was the worst of all Screams. Number 7, Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. When she did
the voice in that.
Number 6, Wild Things. Number 5, Reefer Madness. Number 4, The Company. Number 3, Scream. Number 2, Scream 2. And number 1, Panic.
Okay.
Did you say Scream 2 was ahead of Scream 1?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, Scream 1 was number 3.
There ain't too many films that the second movie is rated higher than the first one.
I have to agree with it. Scream 2 was better than Scream 1. So that, on my list.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then Adam says it also has John Travolta in Domestic Disturbance. So, yeah.
Okay. Definitely check it out.
So, all right, Big B, you said you had some trivia stuff about.
Yeah, first off, her top 10. I have nothing to say. So,
who picked this topic, anyways?
Yeah, People Magazine voted her one of the most beautiful list. It does say women. So, in 2000, she was voted number 3 in UK's magazine 100 Sexiest Movie Stars in 98. That was the October edition. Let's see, there was something here. She knows how to do ballet. She's been doing it since she was 9. So she's turned down a role in Armageddon because of conflicts with Party of Five schedule.
Oh.
Wow.
Had to turn down a role in The Rounders because schedule conflicts with Scream 2. I did see that her and Arquette and Courtney are the only ones in all 4 Scream movies, which I
Yeah.
think if you watched them, you would know that. She appeared in the Toronto's production of Broadway's musical Phantom of the Opera, early 90s. So let's see here. She supposedly refused to do any nudity scenes, but looked into that for some roles.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's why we don't see her, I guess, in that type of stuff, which is fine.
Adam Barber, we're talking about Nev Campbell.
Yeah. Let's see here. Favorite horror movies are The Shining and The Challenging. Shining is, one I think everybody's seen. The other one I never heard of. Let's see. She has British citizenship, but she's from Canada.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
That or United Kingdom.
Yeah. 2005, she was ranked 66 in FHM's 100 Sexiest Women in the World in 2005. I don't know.
I don't know in 2005. Now in
Yeah.
the 90s, yes, but
Was considered for the role of Danielle Borden in Cape Fear. So she must have turned that down or wasn't selected. She speaks French. Let's see here. Was 5 months pregnant with their son when she was completing filming The Amish Murderer in 2013. Once auditioned for Baywatch, the casting director turned her down because he thought she was too pale.
Wow.
All right. Yeah, I can't see them doing Baywatch
No, I couldn't.
after seeing who they casted. No, I'm sorry. I can see Vince Vaughn doing Chandler. I can't see them doing anybody in Baywatch.
No.
So that's about it there. Oh, actually, her and fellow Scream 2 star Rebecca Grayhart were both considered for the role of Carmen Abayas in Starship Troopers in 1997.
Wow.
So that's a wrap on our lovely friend Nev Campbell. So
And Christy Wilson commented, "Thank you for watching, Christy." She said she can tolerate The Shining. I like The Shining, although I'm kind of twisted, so.
You're twisted, all right.
Yeah, I like The Shining, although I have seen Rob Zombie movies and kind of like them. So, but all right. So, and you got anything else, Chris? On
I don't. No.
All right, we're gonna go ahead to our TV show portion of this, and we're gonna be talking about Family Matters. Now, this
doesn't really matter. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I could see Adam being on here and saying it doesn't matter. Before that, Christy says Jack Nicholson saying "Here's Johnny" is iconic. Oh yeah,
here's Johnny.
That is very iconic. Did I do that? But yeah, that statement right there, "Here's Johnny," is it's iconic, and it's gone decades, and you could still hear it to this day. So But all right, to our TV Family Matters. It started September 22nd of 1989, which that actually surprised me because I would watch it in the 90s and thinking that it started, in early to mid 90s, but no, it actually started in 89.
Wow.
That is
Till
surprising.
yeah, till July 17th of 1998. There were 9 seasons and 215 episodes. I mean, did you guys like that show? I absolutely
Loved it.
Yeah.
I would love to see them
That
do
I
a
liked it.
reunion show. I think they
Yeah.
need to.
I would like to see it. I mean, Friends finally decided to do it. Why not have Family
Yeah.
Matters do it?
So you said it premiered in November '89?
No, September.
September. Okay. I was gonna say November, pretty much 1990. I mean,
So next week will be I don't know.
11
I don't know.
days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christy says, I think it aired around the same time as The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I believe so.
yeah, it was a part of that Friday night TGI Friday series. It was Full House, Family Matters,
I like Full
Step
House.
by Step, and I want to say there was a fourth one.
Yeah, there was.
Family Matters,
Mr.
Full
Cooper.
House. What's that?
It was Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Oh yeah, hanging with Mr. Cooper.
So, and then of course Adam's trying to sing Friends theme song, but anyway, so full family fresh. Okay, Adam. Whatever. So, now my question, Big B, is who was your favorite character on that show?
You know, because I always wanted, when I was younger, I wasn't the most A-lister, as the Miz would say. I was kind of like the CB guy, so I always liked the cool guy. So I liked Eddie, his little sidekick buddy. He had a nickname. What the heck was it? I can't
It was Waldo.
Yeah, Waldo. Yeah,
Yep.
I liked him. Because that's what I kind of was. I kind of hung out with the A crowd, but I was kind of that, and I ain't gonna say nerdy because me and school didn't get along. So but I think everybody knew me, and I, kind of. I mean, I like Urkel. Of course, you like Sergeant Winslow. But I think I kind of liked Laura and Eddie the most. Because they were the popular ones, and I wasn't really that popular per se. So,
All right, crispy bacon.
I would have to say Urkel. I mean, he was pretty funny in the show and one of the main, one of the characters that people probably remember the most out of the cast. I mean, they probably remember all of them, but he's probably one of them that they know the most.
And Christy's saying Urkel helped to make Family Matters very popular. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And I don't remember.
he wasn't in the first season.
No,
He wasn't?
was. He was, but it was rare.
Okay, it was
they
rare. You're
wanted-
right. Because
they
he only
wanted-
appeared. There was 215 episodes. He only appeared in 208 of them, so he missed some of the first season.
Yeah, but the thing is, and I read somewhere a while ago that they weren't gonna put him as a regular. They were just gonna have him do a drop in once in a while, and
He's that
leave it at that.
pescador.
But then they noticed how popular he actually was. So they're like, okay, well, this guy's more popular than we thought he would be, so we're going to put him as a regular. And so, yeah, I mean, they did the right thing, or Family Matters really wouldn't have been, would have lasted.
Adam commented with a fact about Urkel. And
Yeah. Did you know Steve was only supposed to be in one episode? That's what I was saying.
Yep.
Oh,
So yeah, they ended up putting him as a regular. And then my favorite character, I'm right along with Big B on this. Eddie. I wasn't the popular type in school, but I did get along with almost everybody in school, especially in my grade. So, but yeah, I liked him. And then, of course, Steve Urkel was my second favorite. So yeah, so I'd say Eddie was my favorite. But for those that are watching this, Adam must been the long hair. No. So let's see. I did a little Where Are They Now with a few of the stars there. So Steve Urkel, Jaleel White, he did most of the Sonic series, the cartoon series.
He did?
Really?
He did.
Wow.
He was Sonic.
Okay.
I believe
Wow.
he was Sonic, but he was in most of those in the franchise of it.
Huh.
He's
Did
still
not know that.
He's still currently acting in TV to this day.
Wow.
And I mean, he would either what was it? He would either guest star in some shows. I mean, he even guest starred in shows back then like Full House and Step by Step and
Boy Meets World.
Yeah, Boy Meets World even. So yeah, he's widely known at this point.
He's going to be in the new DuckTales series, or he's in the DuckTales series as Gene the Genie. He was in the Big Show and Teen Titans Go still. So yeah, he's still hanging around.
Oh yeah, he's still hanging around TV. And then we have Carl Winslow, who's Reginald Vel Johnson. He's still even, being in TV shows to this day. So most of these people, I looked them up. Most of them are still acting to this day in either guest spots or, starring in their own TV shows. I've never heard of some of the TV shows, but although I did want to do a few here that I'm actually that's worth reading. He is secret. Oh, jeez. Okay, Adam. Anyway, so for example, we have, I want to say, the one that played Laura Winslow, Kelly Williams. She actually, I want to read this right, created the Kelly Williams program in the Washington, D.C. area, which will provide the D.C. students 14 to 20 an opportunity to produce a TV show on Comcast Cable Local on Demand. So she started that program up.
Good for her.
Then we have Darius McRae, who played Eddie. He's the founder of Father's Care, a nonprofit organization committed to empowering fathers with resources, education, and practical assistance and legal networks to improve their relationship with their children. So, I mean, you have a few of these people who are actually doing some, work outside of TV, and doing really good at it as well. So, but yeah, I mean, I really like that. I really like that show. I could binge watch that show anytime. Yeah, Waldo, Geraldo, Faldo. Yeah, I mean that guy was funny too. I mean, he wasn't in all the shows, but yeah, I liked him. So, but yeah, it was a great show. It was terrible to see it end because they were doing so well, and it got to a point in the late '90s before they ended. I want to say about '95 596 when Steve Urkel started, losing his glasses, started, losing that,
Stephen Arkell.
Yeah,
Stefan.
Stefan Arkell or Urkel.
Yeah.
But I started liking him then because I started going, hey, I want to start being like him. He's getting all the girls. He's, looking fantastic. I want to be like him. He's not a nerd anymore. So yeah, I kind of wanted to be like Steve Urkel towards the end there. But let's see what else.
Yeah, but when they did that, it kind of, I don't know, it took Family Matters to a different thing. Because I mean, you take Urkel and make him the cool guy now. Per se. Now Laura's interested in him, and but when he's Urkel, then what was his love interest? I mean, he liked Laura, but he was in a relationship with another girl. I can't think of her name offhand.
Yeah, I did know it, and then I forget.
Yeah. So I mean, then they brought in 3J, which was a foster kid at that time. The sister and their kids, I think, moved out or written off the show. So, but the show, yeah, when they started doing that, I mean, to me, it kind of faded interest a little bit. I mean, I still watched it because that's what I did on Fridays.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, and it was, TGIF. I mean, I watched it, and his girlfriend on the show was Myra.
Myra, that's what it was. Yes.
So, and of course, you had her, and she kind of irritated me too, and Adam, you know what? Adam says we need a new movie of Rapunzel starring Randy Cox, aka Dragon Viper. Adam,
and his love interest would have to be Courtney Cox.
I'm going to remember this, Adam. You just you're going to be on your shows here, so like tonight, I'm going to remember this.
So actually, I was reading a little bit on the database here for Family Matters. 98, of course, when the show started losing interest, Jameel White lost interest. He started hating the role of Urkel, and I know he's come out and said that a few times.
I actually haven't heard it, so
yeah, he's come out and said that he's not fond of the. I mean, he gives it respect. He gave him his name. He said, right. I believe he said he would do it if he did it all over again. He would still take the part, but he just doesn't want to be remembered as Urkel. He wants to be remembered as But that's your key role, man. I mean, you're going to be remembered for that. I mean,
that's the unfortunate thing about being a main guy.
If Dragon Viper shaved off his long blonde hair, there we would still remember Dragon Viper for his long hair. I mean.
But when you're a main guy, in sports and movies and TV, you're going to be known as that person.
Yeah.
So, especially when you're in it for a long time.
You got Saved by the Bell. I mean, Dustin Diamond, he's remembered for Screech.
Yeah.
Mark Paul Gauthier, I think that's his full name.
Gosselin.
Yeah. He's remembered for Zach.
Mm-hmm.
AC Slater's remembered for his role. I think the only one that's not totally remembered for their role as Saved by the Bell is Tiffany Amber Thiessen, because she's played a couple other roles. She went to Beverly Hills 90210 and stuff like that. But yeah, you get that one role and you don't do much more after that. That's what they're going to remember.
Oh yeah,
that is true.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Adam says it would be awesome to be remembered as Steve Urkel. He is.
He is a
legend. Yeah.
I mean, just think of how much money he, all of them made on that show.
And probably the show
ended in what, 98?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Yeah. And this past week on AEW, Kenny Omega in the great words of Steve Urkel, did I do that? He said it on the pay-per-view.
Did he?
So yeah, he said it when Adam Cole came out and grabbed the mic and goes, as the great Steve Urkel once said, did I do that? So
Yeah. See that catchphrase. That catchphrase is one of the things that made him popular.
Yeah.
And known to this day.
And people still use it. I mean, not just celebrities, but everybody.
Oh yeah, we all.
I use it.
Yeah.
I use it to this day. I still say that. So
And then of course, somebody offers you cheese. Did you say cheese?
Yeah.
Cheese,
did you say cheese?
Yeah.
My great impression of him.
Yeah.
But no, it was a good show. I really, one of the main shows I'd watch, in the 90s, and I mean, I remember going home because they'd have reruns. I'd go home from school and I'd watch it. Adam says, "What if the world was made of cheese?" Oh no. he's gonna make me start talking like Urkel again. Say something, Big P.
So in 2001, Jameel White reprised his Steve Urkel character in an ad for Thrilla with Snoop Dogg.
Oh wow.
Okay.
That really doesn't care for that. I guarantee money talks, he's gonna do it.
Oh yeah.
And they're still getting paid to this day with reruns and DVD purchases, whatever streaming options there are to buy it. They're still making money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He also
royalties.
reprised it, Steve Urkel character after 23 years in a promo with Snoop Dogg to launch his Purple Urkel cannabis line. So again, once money talks, he's going to be Steve Urkel.
Yep, absolutely.
He might get those Dallas Cowboy dollars, but
Leave the Dallas Cowboys out of this. But no, I
also it's said that Family Matters is seen as a spiritual successor to Happy Days. I guess it kind of had some of the same characteristics as Happy Days. I mean, I guess you got the family, you got the friends, you got the neighbor Bonzi, Urkel. They had the little diner that they went to. I don't know. I mean, I can see some of the similarities, but that's kind of a stretch, I think, to compare it to Happy Days.
I didn't watch Happy Days, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same concept. I mean, you had Happy Days,
I got that song in my
American
head.
Family, but to me, it's kind of a stretch, I guess. So,
yeah. Anyway, so are you done with?
Yeah, I was just looking at some. I mean, I guess we could, pull up. Let me see here. Let me get back to the cast here.
Maybe one day for the TV part, we could do like top 10 TV catchphrases.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, let's see here. I know Jameel White was a pretty decent basketball player. I mean, he could have probably started for the Timberwolves if they really needed him.
Adam,
Speaking of that, he plays basketball regularly against George Clooney when they're doing their respective shows.
Oh wow!
Let's see if he's turned down anything here or anything interesting. He was ranked 37th in VH1's list of all-time or 100 greatest kid stars, which I can see that. Played the voice of Sonic, which you already ranked number 1 in Q ratings 91. I don't know what that actually was. Oh, here's a good one. Originally was cast as Rudy on Cosby Show until Bill Cosby decided to make the character a girl.
Oh wow.
So, Jameel White as Rudy. I mean, granted the character changed, but that might have been an interesting pairing there.
I couldn't see it. I really couldn't.
Yeah. So as we announced, Steve played the same character on 4 different TV shows: Full House, Family Matters, Step by Step, and Migo. I didn't see Migo, so I don't know what that was about. His acting mentor was Reginald Van Johnson.
Yep. Carl Winslow.
Yep. Oh, okay. Duh. The character was supposed to be a guest star, but proved to popularity, which we already announced that. So, yeah. So, outside of that, him being a guest star on Rudy would have been Rudy instead of who actually played Rudy. I mean, that's kind of interesting. I mean,
yeah, I didn't know that one.
no, I didn't know that either. I mean, it's guess So we got a few more minutes here. Let's pull up Miss Laura Winslow. Let's see. Since I mean, honestly, those two were probably, once everything got going, I think they were the two main characters there.
Yeah, Laura definitely was. Laura and Steve both were. Yeah.
Even though she didn't like Steve Urkel, they had lunch every day on set, as it's sitting here. Let's see here. Oh, there ain't much to her. She had, let's see. Yeah, nothing really on her, so she must not. Here's a fun fact. Born the exact same day as Reese Witherspoon.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Adam, go back to bed, man.
Outside that, she hasn't done much, or hasn't been up for many roles like some of the other ones we've, talked about. Let's talk about Mr. Eddie, Mr. Cool. What you got? Speaking of Family Matters, what you think of the Urkel dance? I mean, we all have to admit we had to, maybe not Chris so much. Viper, I know me and you, we've had to have done it at least once.
No.
Did I do that? There you go.
No.
Oh, come on, Viper. I know you're sitting there with your flip-flops, your Arcade Bro shirt, doing this Urkel shuffle or whatever they called it. Come on.
Yeah, that's what they called it, the Urkel dance, the Urkel shuffle. And no, I did not. I just sat there and watched it.
You secretly did. Don't worry.
So Eddie now, he's a song and music producer. He's only eating healthy, I guess. And he appeared as Malcolm Winters on Young and the Restless in 2009. So not much in his background.
So Adam has a question, and I want to know your guys' answer to this. What dance is better, the Urkel dance or the Carlton dance?
I
I
don't know much about the Urkel dance. I probably have to go Carlton.
Yeah, everybody does a Carlton. I mean, the Urkel dance was, that time everybody's still doing the Carlton.
Yeah. No, I admit I do that. Okay, I do the Carlton dance.
Yeah, we know you do the Urkel shuffle. We know.
No.
Viper, I know. Let's say wrestling, but I can see you coming out in your Arcade Bro shirt, your flip flops, doing the Urkel shuffle to some kind of music as you're going down, and then like right before you get to the ring, you'll switch to the Carlton dance, and then you'll do the Carlton.
No, I do the Carlton dance, or used to, just to goof off and show off, but definitely not the Urkel one. So.
Duluth Buck naked underwear. What is Adam talking about?
That's why I was saying, Adam, go back.
It's a commercial. It's a commercial. Look it up on YouTube. It's a funny.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm telling Adam. Go back to bed.
Go back to bed. Yeah,
But-
Will Smith's got to be pitching sometime soon today, so go get ready.
Oh.
So,
And Goldberg should be on, again on Monday. So
he's next.
Goldberg will be hitting, and yeah.
so anyway, well, I think that's it for today. Unless
think so.
Big B, you had something else.
Oh, I'm just looking through, seeing if I can find some fun facts here. Looking up Carl right now. Carl Winslow got mistaken for James Avery quite a bit. It says.
Oh, I believe it.
I believe it too. Frequently play characters in law enforcement, Family Matters. Ghostbusters '84 he was in.
Huh.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that now.
I just watched it the other day.
Die Hard. Okay, so here's cameos more or less. So of course he played the cop in Family Matters. He played Ghost in Ghostbusters. Die Hard 1 and 2. Turner and Hooch in '89.
Mhm.
Huh.
Is he played cops. He returned to the role as Officer Alan Poe in 2 Die Hard video games. Okay. Oh, here's something I'm just reading. Played opposite Angela Bassett and Courtney B. Vanson in the Guthrie stage version of His Girl Friday in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Ooh, there you go, Big B.
Yeah. I wish I could say I bumped arms with him, shook his hand, got his phone number. I mean,
Oh,
You're friends with celebrities you don't even know.
exactly.
you guys don't know. I know.
Oregon doesn't get that luxury, okay?
We are in
I mean,
Texas. We
that's the
hardly
thing.
do.
I mean, we sit here, we talk. I mean, it'd be kind of cool to, be like, oh yeah, I know that guy. Call him up right now, get him on the show. I mean, I think that'd be kind of cool to be like, oh yeah, I met so and so, got his number. Let's call him up, see what he's up to.
Yeah.
But
And Adam request denied. He says, I want to see Dragon and Viper do the Carlton on camera. No.
I think we have to make another bet with that one.
There you go.
No.
I think we need to.
Extreme
Adam, we
Rules
gotta
is
come up with
coming
a
up.
bet, some kind of wrestling bet for that one. And
Extreme
we're gonna
Rules
do
is
it on
coming up.
between the
Let's do that.
ropes. I think so. I think we'll come up with a bet. I say if the Vikings or Packers win the Super Bowl, Viper has to do the Carlton.
No. 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 Well, now that I think about it, those are 2 terrible teams.
We're not terrible.
So,
Well, maybe
And-
the Packers. I'm just playing.
and the last thing that I can think of about Family Matters, it was based in Chicago. So,
Yep.
and they liked the Bears. Carl liked watching the Bears
Oh
play.
yeah. Yep.
A lot of shows are based in Chicago or some part of Illinois. It seems like
And
Yeah, I
Adam,
don't know.
a lot of. It seems like it.
Adam Barber says, in due time, Garrison Creed will be famous, and so therefore we will know a celebrity.
That is true. Garrison
Yeah.
Creed. There's a couple other, indie wrestlers I know that I think are going to be famous, but we can talk about that on our wrestling show. This is movie night and movie hour, and I don't know actors except for Dragon Viper when he gives his takes. So
Hey, one day I will be a celebrity. I'm hoping.
Well, speaking of that, why don't you tell us what you talked about off air before we went on how you're kind of becoming a little celebrity at your little donut
No,
shop.
I just talked to somebody about watching the shows and coming on the network and watching all the shows. That's pretty much it. So
He's getting the word out, guys. He's getting the word out. He's becoming a local celebrity at his donut shop.
No, a coffee shop.
Coffee shop. I'm sorry, coffee donut, same thing. So when Randy gets the money, he said he's going to buy it and rename it the Arcade Bro Coffee and Donut Shop.
No. But
All
You
right.
really did say that. I'm fine.
He did really
no,
say-
you guys are dreaming here. Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and close this down. Crispy Bacon, you got 30 seconds to say what you want.
Thank you guys for watching, interacting with the show. Tomorrow morning's morning tailgate, so make sure to tune in for the week 1 games going on tomorrow, and also make sure to tune in to Between the Ropes tomorrow evening.
All right, Big B.
Yeah, like Chris said, thanks for everybody that tuned in. Adam, I think there's a couple other messages up there. Yeah, tune in tomorrow or tune in tonight for Sports Minute free forum. They'll have Adam, Vic, J-Mac, I believe, is going to be on there. Tomorrow morning tailgate, we'll have our man Low Roll with his lowdown, Chris with his history lesson. Myself, I'm going to debut a little segment. I'll tease a little bit, but it'll be Big B's Big Baller. So I'm going to kind of give all the game balls who I think is going to have the biggest game each week. So, instead of giving it to at the end of the game, I'm going to do it at the beginning of the game because I'm different. And we're going to wrestle Between the Ropes tomorrow night. And if you're a fan of that show, Tuesday we'll be debuting a new show, name undecided yet. It'll be Tuesday, 9 Central. Myself, Ace, and our man William Hudson from Top Rope Collectibles will be on there. We'll be talking AEW, some rumors, some old school, some stuff we don't get to talk about on Between the Ropes. So stay tuned to that. Always check out Coast to Coast Entertainment Network for different shows. We got cooking, we got fitness, we got makeup, I think. We got predictions, we got 4GMs or GMs for hire.
Yeah.
What about Wednesday or whatever Wednesdays? I mean, we got it all, guys. So, and I think there's been talk of a music show, or we've done at least one. So
It's still in the works, I think.
yeah.
But,
So if you guys got ideas on a show you want to see us do, we could do a Dancing with the Stars. Get Viper to do his Carlton.
No.
We could all vote on that. So.
We'll talk about the Miz and how he's doing on Dancing
And how
with
he's
the Stars.
overrated. Yeah.
So, anyways,
All right.
That's all I got. And also, we all know what today is. So remember those that lost their lives. Hug your family, and just be blessed that we're here. So that's all I got to say.
Yes, absolutely. Just be with your family. Enjoy the fact you got your families and you're still alive to this day. Remember the ones we lost. And again, I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank Christy Wilson and Adam Barber for commenting. And then next week we'll have a whole new a list of actor and actress and another TV show to go over. So just stay tuned for this next week, and I hope everybody has a good night.